Hi, I'm Ron Lockwood, and I'm worried. I want to share my worries with you in this video. First, a bit about myself. I own a company that provides affordable housing for low-income families and low-income seniors. We employ about 250 people. In my resume, I co-founded the Michigan Housing Council, Affordable Housing Trade Group. I am a former board member of the only black-owned bank in Detroit, former chairman of the board of the Michigan Chamber of Commerce, and I'm currently vice chairman of the board of the Mackinac Center for Public Policy, the country's leading state-based free market think tank. I agree with many friends and family members who think that Donald Trump is a narcissistic, thin-skinned bully, often loose with the facts and at times an outright liar. I understand Joe Biden is a nice guy, well liked and respected by his contemporaries. But I want to talk about the presidential election and the fact I'm going to vote for Donald Trump, and here's why. And it comes down to the U.S. Senate, which is currently held by the Republicans by a narrow 4-vote margin. This coming election, the Senate, there are 35 seats up for election, of which 23 are held by Republicans and only 12 by Democrats. So it's very likely that the Senate is going to change hands and become Democratic. And if Joe Biden is elected, leading the polls, we're going to have all the 3 parts of government all controlled by the Democrats. And I've looked at the Democratic Party platform. It's called the Unity Project, and it's basically a poll to the far left by Bernie Sanders, by AOC, of Joe Biden. And some of the things in there are just bizarre. I've read all 91 pages of it. I want to share some of those with you. The first one is regarding fossil fuels and the elimination of them. The Unity Project proposes that all fossil fuel electric plants be converted to wind farms and solar panels. Well, that sounds good, but when the wind don't blow and the sun don't shine, like at night, it doesn't produce any power, and there's no storage availability right now that's reasonable. So if this happens, we're going to be faced with rolling blackouts, similar to what's happening in California already, because California has a high renewable energy mandate. They also are proposing that all buildings become zero emission, which means that gas furnaces, which rely upon natural gas, fossil fuel, will be phased out. So the heating of buildings will be now based upon the unreliable other energy sources. On healthcare, proposing universal health coverage, they call it the public option. We'll have 0 premiums and 0 deductibles. Well, very shortly, of course, the private options that we currently enjoy will be gone, will be forced out by the public option. And what's going to happen after that comes about is there will become rationing. When budget pressures are applied to government, they're going to ration these health services, and that's going to fall mainly on the shoulders of the senior citizens. So if you're a senior citizen, or you hope someday to become a senior citizen, look out. It could be very tough. Lastly, I want to talk about the workers' rights. The Unity Project proposes that workers' rights be curtailed when it comes to union organizing by implementing a system called card check, whereby secret ballots would be eliminated. Well, this is going to lead to workers being intimidated and being coerced into signing these card checks to join a union. I think it's very un-American to eliminate secret ballots. They also propose that right to work, which is the law of the land in about half the states, be eliminated. Well, right to work gives the workers a choice. If they want to be in the union, they're welcome to be in. If they don't want to be in the union, they don't have to be as a condition of employment. Also, the Unity Project proposes that a federal minimum wage be increased by more than double to $15 an hour. That sounds good, but if you're making $14 an hour, if it comes 15, you're unemployed at that point. And economists have predicted that over 1 million people will become unemployed if this were to come to pass. Lastly, talking about the gig economy and the gig worker, they propose that the gig workers now become employees rather than the entrepreneurs that they are currently. And we're talking about Uber drivers and Lyft drivers and others who are the up-and-coming entrepreneurial class in our country, and in many cases are immigrants. If you use Uber and Lyft, you know that to be true. These folks are going to be, their jobs are going to be curtailed or eliminated in the process. So if President Trump is reelected, yeah, we're going to have 4 more years of unpresidential conduct, but COVID-19 will be a chapter in the history book. President Trump's unpresidential demeanor will be a distant memory, and we'll be moving on with a good, probably a good, strong economy. But if Biden is elected and the Senate goes Democratic, we will be, no doubt, have legislation passed that will be with us for generations, that will be very, very harmful to this country. That's why I'm worried.